Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so happy to have you guys all here, both old and new subscribers alike. I do want to apologize for the sound quality today. There is an echo and there's also a blowing noise in the background because I am in the Caribbean and it is hot. It is hot, okay? And I know my electricity bill is gonna be so much higher this month because I kind of got, it's crazy how your body gets used to things, right? Like, I got used to not having to have the air conditioner on like all the time. Like I could just deal with the heat sometimes here, right? Because unfortunately, I live in the Dominican Republic. That's not the unfortunate part. I moved here 2 years ago, if you're new, but electricity here is fucking ridiculous. I didn't know that. There's a lot of things that I'm noticing like that are making me realize like this is not gonna be my forever place. Like it's not sustainable. It's ridiculous. You know, you could have the same weather. It's hotter than Florida, South Florida here. It is hotter. But you know, it's normal in Florida to have your central air running all the time and your bill's not gonna be, you do that shit here, your bill's gonna be $1,500 USD. You know, so people kind of deal with the heat. I have the air conditioner on blowing, but I take pauses. However, since I've been in Jersey for the past 2 months, I'm not saying that there wasn't summer in Jersey, but that humidity factor was not there and I cannot breathe. Like my body was just, this is how I'm feeling, like, But I do want to apologize if it sounds like I'm in a church also. I'll turn off the AC in a little bit and so the blowing noise can subside. But I'm still in the process of organizing. Thank you guys for your patience though. I know there is an echo because I can hear it. I love and miss you guys. All right, so we're in Mercury retrograde right now, letting you know. So if you, Two of Swords, are finding yourself experiencing a lot of blockages. That's why, okay? I know this card in this deck has words on it, so it's giving me a different connotation. The card in this deck says decision, choice, decision, choice, decision, choice, decision, choice, decision, choice, decision, choice. And I'm channeling, even though they all do that, where it just says it all over, it's that you have a lot of decisions and a lot of choices and you don't know what to do, but you're keeping yourself blocked and you're keeping yourself blinded to it. You don't want to see it. You don't want to make these choices. You don't even want to think about the fact that you have to make these choices because it's causing you stress or something like that is about to come up for you. Okay, but I do want to talk about, I'm going to come back to this. I do want to talk about Mercury retrograde. However, Mercury retrograde is in full effect until the 15th. Okay, if you don't know what that does, I was born during a Mercury retrograde, honey. So, I mean, I was born backwards. Like all of the things that happen during Mercury retrograde is a part of my natural personality. Woo, not so neurotypical, but you're gonna notice, all jokes aside, during Mercury retrograde that things are gonna go, you're gonna see a lot of delays. Things might be breaking down for no freaking reason. Everything's happening all at once. A lot of quirky things. Like, I can give you an example. Shoot, in the past week, I got locked out of my house. The real estate agent couldn't find the key. My car broke down. Okay, I had to find some kind of mechanic to fix it. All these added expenses. In the Dominican Republic, they don't have, like in Jersey, we have PSE&G. Well, the whole United States, the gas that you need from the house, it's like underground. We don't use gas tanks that you have to manually get filled to turn on your stove and heat your water. They don't have that here. They have tanks, like those 100-pound tanks, gas tanks, outside of your house, and then you have to call the gas company to come fill it up to the top, and then those tubes connect personally to your house, okay, and give you the gas you need to heat your water and light your stove. Well, when you call, they're supposed to be here within 24 hours. They took a week, and I was like 4 days without gas, couldn't cook, couldn't take hot showers. I'm calling. Nobody knows because their trucks apparently broke down somewhere. I don't know. I have some light bulbs that have just gone out. I don't even know how the ceilings are so high. I don't even know how to get up there. I'm just giving you my examples. This is all Mercury retrograde shit. That kind of stuff, okay? That kind of stuff. The I'm going to work and you got a flat tire kind of stuff is Mercury retrograde. You also want to be mindful of signing contracts and things like that during Mercury retrograde. I know that sometimes we don't have a choice, or sometimes it's just like it doesn't work out for us logistically to have to wait, let's say another week until the 15th if you have to sign a lease, sign a contract. You know, everything's scheduled and you feel like you have to just deal with it. Well, if you have no choice, I would recommend not to. I mean, I highly recommend not to sign a contract during Mercury retrograde. But if you do, please dot your I's and cross your T's and triple fucking read, excuse my language, everything there, because people will be making mistakes left and right that can affect you long term. And I want you to be very aware of that, okay? This includes employment contract. Be very clear on what they're offering you, etc. But don't worry, this is temporary. And at the end of the day, remember that your thoughts create your reality. So even though Mercury retrograde is here and in full effect, I do strongly believe that we also have free will and have the ability to counteract some of these things. During these kinds of energies, it's always a test to see how deeply we're gonna fall into the trap of letting it affect us. Like, you know, okay, you're like, oh, just shrug it off. Mercury retrograde, this is happening, you know, and just roll with it. Let it, you know, don't allow it to manifest into your body as all of this negativity that then is going to give you some kind of stress, is going to start feeling negatively, that's going to make your thought patterns negative, which therefore will push you to project those feelings and that energy outward. And even after Mercury retrograde is over, you start manifesting some negative stuff. We don't want that, right? So it's always a reminder during these times to check yourself, don't wreck yourself, basically, right? So that was 8 minutes, but that was nothing that I channel is for no reason. Back to the choices and decisions. What I'm seeing here, remember that I just want to, if you're not new here, then you know my deal. But if you're new, sometimes I could say you and it's, or that this is about another person. But I could be talking about anything. I could be talking about love the entire, I could be giving you specific examples about love the entire time, but this is energy. I don't believe in the message. This may or may not resonate. I believe that if you're here, it's for a reason. There's something here for you. However, I am going to share specific details that I see. But sometimes it might relate to you in a different way. That's where you're not going to force it to fit. But if you know that this is happening in your life, and I'm talking about love the entire time, but you know it's happening in your career with your family, you can interpret it in that way. Or I could be saying you the whole time and it's about them. I could be talking about the other person that you're watching for. That's fine. I could be saying he or she, and it could be any gender, doesn't matter. I could be talking about a human and it could be about your dog for all I know, okay? I'm gonna give you what's the most prominent energy in terms of specifics. So just putting that out there. But what I'm seeing here is somebody that has a lot of choices and decisions that they need to make, but there's a blockage to it. Something's either blocking you from making this decision, there's some kind of limitation, or the blockage is yourself or someone else. Like I said, it could be someone else. Like, I'm getting, by the way, I'm also a medium, so I also have visions of cards, etc. So even though there's only one card on the table, I'm also hearing messages, so I'm sharing it. I'm getting like, there's a time element here. We know time's an illusion, but as human beings, it does exist. So, but because I'm feeling like a sense of like speed. Like, you know that time is running out, or someone feels like time is running out. Like, you have to plan in advance for some kind of decision that you need to make or something. Or somebody knows a decision needs to be made in a certain area of life, something, to do something. But you're kind of, you either feel blocked because of your circumstances, or this is just avoidant behavior. Okay? This could be one of those things sometimes. You know, anxiety manifests in a lot of different ways. I did see the Nine of Swords in there while I was shuffling. So that's coming, and I'm seeing it in my mind's eye right now. I'm channeling it. So even though it's not on the table, I'm seeing it. The Nine of Swords is anxiety, overthinking. You know, anxiety manifests in a lot of different ways for a lot of different people. It doesn't always have to look like your stereotypical, someone is like shaking and shaky and can barely talk. No, sometimes you could be very high functioning and anxious. You could be someone whose anxiety manifests through avoidance. Right? Like, maybe that's a coping mechanism that you learned in order to deal with anxiety. Like, this decision, these choices make you stressed, give you anxiety, so you learn to just act like they don't exist. You push them away, you disassociate a little bit, or like it's in the back of your mind, but you're like pushing it another day. I'll take care of this tomorrow, I'll think about this tomorrow, I'm gonna do this tomorrow, because it stresses you out. But nothing's gonna change in that way. Tell me more about this. Let's shuffle these cards. Let's shuffle these cards. Yeah, you see? Stuck. Hanged Man, waiting, rebirth, sacrifice, reflection. But the Hanged Man is a card of literally just being suspended in action. That's what it means. It's the card of being suspended in action. There's a decision that needs to be made, but there's definitely a blockage here, and someone's just suspended in action. Someone's not taking action. Whether you or somebody else, this could be romantic, this could be in all areas of life. Right now, I'm just touching on the energy. I'm dipping my toe in the water, so to say. If you're new here, the reading starts to get more and more specific as time passes by. There's someone is stuck. There is a level of reflection here happening. Like, you're aware, or someone's aware they need to make a decision and a choice, or something has to happen. But there's an element of waiting, but what are you waiting for? Because you're just hanging yourself by one foot here. And you know that the wait is an illusion, right? The Hanged Man is an illusion. All you gotta do is take your hands off from behind your back, work on your core strength, your abs. If you're a little out of shape like I am, it might hurt, but you can work on it just for a little bit, and your core strength will get stronger. Then you can lift yourself up at some point. Untie your foot. You might fall and bump your head, but shake it off, and you can take some action and make that choice. Make that decision, make that change. It's an illusion that you're upside down. What are you waiting for? It says waiting, rebirth, sacrifice, and reflection. Like, someone's waiting, like another day. I'll make this decision another day. When you can make that choice to make that change, to do that, to take that step today. To speak your truth today. If this is about love, this could be somebody else that's thinking this about speaking their emotions to you. They're just acting like it doesn't exist. So I'm getting a couple different storylines here, but this could relate to a lot of things in your life. This is the overall energy. What you don't want to do is wait for the tower. wait until the last minute, then everything becomes chaotic. Or if it's this person or somebody that wants to speak their emotions to you or their heart or whatever, what you don't want to do is wait until you had too much to drink and then it comes out in the wrong way, you know, something like that. But this is an element, this is literally, this to me, these two cards spell, I don't know what to even do right now. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. So I'm just gonna pretend that I don't have anything to do right now, that I have no choices to make. But you know what happens is that, like I said, I keep getting the element of time. Dude, time goes so fast in the human world, on Earth. It does. When we get stuck in this energy, before you know it, it's Thanksgiving, Christmas, snap your finger, Happy New Year. Then it's January. Something about those months between January and like Easter time, everyone's kind of in a lull. It's like, la-di-da-di-da-di-da. Oh, shoot, it's spring. Oh, crap, it's summer. Now it happens all over again. It goes by fast. It really does. I was shocked to know I've been in the Dominican Republic for over 2 years now. What the freak? When the heck did that happen? Yeah. And then I did speak about this in another reading. You start to then shame yourself. Hey, I've been through it, no problem. But this is what I'm channeling, this part of the energy, because you're like, wow. When you sit and you think about 2 years, it's a lot of time. But when you live through it, it's not a lot of time. But when you sit and you think about all the things that you could have done in 2 years, and then you realize that you didn't do any of it, you can get into a loop of not wanting to deal with it, not wanting to look at why you didn't do it, keeping yourself more stuck. Now those 2 years can turn into 4. Those, you know, etc., etc. No, honey, something has to change. A decision needs to be made. Like, yeah, you need to be very intentional with your manifestations and your plans. Or I also am getting the feeling like I'm tapping into somebody else's energy as well. Like this could be you, or no, I'm hearing and I'm seeing like a big mirror energy, like a mirror energy, like you and somebody else are actually still very much so connected energetically and are experiencing the same things at the same time. Well, look at that, okay. Well, you know, I did channel the Nine of Swords, it's there. And it came out with the Ace of Swords. And the Ace of Swords in this deck, I don't know if you can see the words, also says change, decision, and action. Success, change, decisions, and action. And there it goes again with the Nine of Swords, anxiety, worry, anxiety, worry. Anxiety about what? About changes and decisions and actions that you need to make. Now, the Ace of Swords is also communication. So somebody could also be wanting to speak their truth to you, somebody that you're not speaking to right now. And they're just acting like they have nothing to speak about. For some reason, Spirit doesn't want to confirm to me if this is a love reading or not. Because they're saying that this energy is applying to a lot of things. And I'm like, okay, but can we stick to one storyline here? I'm going to go into love right now. Listen. You might not be talking to somebody right now at all. Very limited. But somebody is actually quite stressed. Nine of Swords. About decisions that they need to make involving you. I don't know what this means. about communicating something with you, because there's a lot of sword energy here, okay? 2 of Swords, 9 of Swords, Ace of Swords. Swords signify your mind, your intellect, your thoughts, and also communication. The Ace of Swords is like actually finally taking the action to communicate. You might not be talking to this person, especially with the 2 of Swords and the Hanged Man here. Or you might be talking, but they're not addressing the pink elephant in the room. They haven't said what they really want to say to you. Maybe they tried to speak to you and then they didn't say what they wanted to say. Something like that. But what's this truth? What is this about? What's this truth? Ace of Cups. Okay, well. What's this truth? Ace of Cups. Shit. The Ace of Cups pouring out their emotions. The Ace of Cups has love. This came out in the last reading, did it not? And the Knight of Cups. Kid you not. Ace of Cups, Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is actually, look at these 2 cards. The Ace of Cups, love, relationships, beginnings, it says. And the Knight of Cups, proposal, quest, prospect, and pride. You might be in a same-sex connection, doesn't have to be though, but there's a lot of women on this table, and I don't see one man. But it doesn't, it's just the way that they illustrated this deck, so not necessarily. But it might be a sign for someone specific. Love, relationships, beginnings. Love, relationships, beginnings. Proposal, quest, prospect, and pride. What does this mean? Okay. Okay. This could be somebody that maybe you're even in a relationship that hasn't been making a decision about taking things to the next level, such as an engagement or a proposal or something like that. And they realize that something needs to elevate in the relationship. It can't stay the way it's been. They can't keep saying that they're waiting and waiting and waiting. Because at this point you just look ridiculous hanging upside down from a tree. And if someone realizes that, I knew this was going to turn into a love reading, and they confirmed it with the 2 cards that came out after. It could be you making this choice though too, because I'm getting a mirroring energy. And the choice is somebody's going to come forward to you trying to pour out their emotions, telling you they're going to give you some kind of proposal, telling you how they feel. They're going to put a lot of things on the table that you weren't ready to hear. And the choice that you have is that you don't even know if you want to protect your heart from this person and just block them off completely, or if you should give them a chance. What I want you to know though, and Spirit wants you to know, is that this energy here of anxiety and worry, I think we know it. And if it was as easy as just knowing it, we wouldn't have so many problems in the world, but it's a waste of time. Don't let any of this give you anxiety and worry. Separate yourself. That comes from having a feeling of obligation, okay? Maybe you grew up feeling like you had obligated to do things for people or whatever. but, or, you know, have some kind of insecurity, whatever. But you should never get any kind of anxiety. They want you to know when it comes to having to please other people. Like, okay, if they come forward and they express their love to you, if they give you some kind of proposal, they don't want you to go into this energy. They want you to be able to separate yourself, like take the information in, but don't feel obligated to like agree to it or respond to them. Just be honest. Be like, I don't know how I feel right now, you know? Because then it's gonna start affecting your life too much. If you just be very logical about it. If it's giving you anxiety, then you're not ready. And then that's what you should say. I'm not ready. Right? Or thank you for telling me. There's no right or wrong way to answer this person. You know? You will know who they are to you, how genuine they are based on how they react to your reaction. They should be okay with your feelings, right? You don't need to please them. You don't have to say anything. But something's eating somebody up eating them up inside. And I'm not sure, you know, hold on. It's happening very soon. I'll tell you that. Calling in your soulmate. Forgiving and learning. They did something. I'm like, so what's the negativity here? Why would there be any kind of anxiety or feeling stuck about pouring out their emotions to somebody? That's what I don't understand. Because there's an element of needing to forgive. Otherwise, it would just be rainbows and butterflies. That's what makes this complicated. Because you've either not talked to this person in a long time, or they've done things to get on your bad side. Turn this off. They've done things to get on your bad side. Or you haven't talked to them in a while because they screwed you over one way or another. Otherwise, this would just be beautiful. Ace of Cups, Knight of Cups. But there's such a big element. Look, reconciliation, just split it. You saw that? There's just such a big element of decisions here. Because let me read this. Let me read this to you. Look what it says. It says, very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. Calling in your soulmate, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Forgiving and learning, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Reconciliation, someone from your past is returning to your life. Told you this is somebody that you already know. Okay. The reconciliation card in this deck looks like so ethereal, like they're in heaven. That to me, and here it says your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together, which means that this person has been on their own, really trying to manifest you guys together again. I turned this freaking AC off, and in 1 second, it got hot. It's unbelievable. There's no way around it. I am so sorry. It's remarkable. Done. Sorry, guys. You know that's an omen, though? That's an omen. It's like I hear this person saying, I tried to turn off my feelings for this person. And in 1 minute of talking to them or hearing their voice, just within 1 minute, all of my feelings flood back up again. So then I don't do anything but retreat, but it stays on my mind. I start ruminating on it, thinking, I have some kind of problem. What kind of an obsession is this? Why would I be obsessed? Like, why am I obsessively thinking about this person? Or why do I feel this way? I can't continue. That might be what I'm saying in regards to making a choice or decision, but you're just acting like it doesn't exist. So for a while, somebody has just wanted to act like this doesn't exist. But then it's like, maybe you saw them in the street, maybe you saw them in the supermarket, you saw a picture of them, or you hear their voice somewhere, or you remembered something funny about them, or just the way they make you feel when their energy's around you, even any kind of communication. So then you really start to question yourself. And if I'm saying yourself, for some reason though, I'm getting that this is their thought process. So I know I'm saying it like it's you, but I feel like it's them. that is, like, I'm in their mind, their thought process right now. Like, this is what they're thinking. Like, I thought that these feelings were behind me, but it's like the moment that this doesn't happen to me with anyone else. I see exes all the time and I don't care. But this happens with this person. Why? Is it some kind of like obsession, some unhealthy attachment? Like, what the freak? I feel like this is what this person is thinking. So they try to act like it's not there. That's why this is here. They try to act like it's not there. They keep themselves stuck. They think it's a sacrifice not to say what they feel. A sacrifice for you. Meaning, they don't want to just throw all these feelings at you and confuse you and give you some kind of anxiety or worry. They don't want to do that because I feel like there was some kind of negativity between you guys in the past in the first place. So why stir something up for no reason? So they stay, but in all this time, right, it stays on their mind. So they try to act like it doesn't exist, but it does. And it's probably starting to haunt them a little bit, because they might be trying to connect with other people, but as they connect with other people, that energy that they have with you is still there. I'm not sure that you feel the same, though. I want to make that clear, because there's an element of, forget the gender. The gender is irrelevant to me, but there's an element of this being like very one-sided. Like, this is their thought process now that I'm seeing it, Like, you have turned your back on this a while ago, or you let this ship sail, Like, whatever. I've cried enough tears. I've cared enough. Like, no hard feelings, but no thank you. I think this is crooked as hell, and now I made it worse because that's what I like to do, make things worse. Well, no. Mercury retrograde. It's something like that. But how long is this person going to hold it in? Some people hold it in forever. Some people hold it in forever. Some people hold things like this in forever, meet new people, get remarried, have kids, and have this person in the back of their mind for the rest of their life. That happens. I don't wish that shit on anybody. I don't think anybody should be living their life that way. But realistically, sometimes it's just the circumstances. But I think that when something feels real enough to you, you'd be a fool to, it's like self-destruction to just hold it in, But I feel like this person feels that by not sharing it with you, they're doing you a favor. However, they're deciding to take action anyway. It says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now, So there's a decision here. That's what I'm saying. And I feel like I'm not sure that you are aware of this. They're making a decision about whether or not to come forward to you and even tell you how they feel. Obviously, you're going to have a decision how you're going to react to this, but we're going to get to that. You know what I'm getting? This is somebody that you tried to manifest heavily into your life a long time ago. Some ish happened. It didn't work out, but energy is energy. You can't just destroy it. So little do you know, it's still manifesting. That's usually how it works. When you try to manifest something, you have to fully let it go for it to actually manifest. I think you tried to manifest this person, and then you had some kind of attachment to this person. Something went really wrong with this person. You guys either had arguments, it just went downhill with this person. But then when you finally let it go that you don't want it, like you wish, you can't even believe you were trying to manifest this in the first place, because now you're looking at this person like, I would fucking never, possibly. Okay, not necessarily, but possibly. That means that you've let it go. However, you still did try to manifest this. So it's still, now it's actually manifesting because you've let it go. Now you're in some kind of a pickle. Huh. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together, calling in your soulmate. They're trying to call you in. They don't even realize also, by trying to block you out, block you out, block you out, block you out, they're just strengthening what they feel and for you. So they're going to come forward. And what's the communication about? They want to communicate with you that they have learned, that they want to forgive, you know, they want a process of forgiving and learning between you guys. And they want to reconcile. They wish that they could, they're just going to, I'm not sure if it's possible, but they're going to tell you that they want to start over. They want to start again. I'm seeing it here. I mean, it's what it says. It's what it says. It says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. That's what they're going to say. I mean, hopefully we can release the past. I've learned my mistakes. I did this, I did that, I did this. I communicate in ways that you wish that they did while you guys were talking or together in a relationship before you broke up, whatever the case may be. Their dream, yes, Ricardo? Ricardo, my chihuahua, by the way, today's his birthday. He turns 3 years young. My little chihuahua, he's 3 today. You're 3 today, little boy. You're 3 years old today. Lola, you too, I love you too, but your birthday's in November, Mama. Your birthday's in November. You'll be 2. He's 3 today, my little old man. Oh. You know that I sang to him this morning with my daughter. I don't think he understands, but nonetheless. I want to Google how to make a dog-friendly cake, like something he could eat, maybe with like peanut butter. I know they can eat peanut butter and like coconut oil. And like, I saw something online that you can make. I'm going to see if I can try to make it someday. I'm obsessed with my little babies. My fur babies. All right, anyway. I'm looking at them while I say these things, and they're looking at me. But this person, yeah, I mean, quite frankly, to be direct, that's exactly it. They want to come back. But how is this possible? Let's see. I need, whoa. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. Chemistry, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. Listen. This person is saying that they freed themselves from something that had a lot to do with your separation. Okay? Whether financial issues, addictions, thought patterns, whatever the case may be. They were in some kind of offense. They were a freaking unicorn in a fence. Go, what the hell? How could you be a unicorn, which is rare enough, a mystical creature, and then be in a fence? Like, you know? I'm hearing like they saw you as their, like you were their unicorn, but they kept you in a fence. They kept you controlled. They treated you like you weren't a unicorn because of their own issues. Their life was out of control. But this is what I'm saying. It's like there's strong magnetic attraction here. Like they feel like they might have even tried to connect with other people, but they don't feel that chemistry with other people as much. Like it's not there. But they didn't put any value to that. You were literally their unicorn. They didn't value that. They didn't. Not as they should. You felt a certain kind of way, whatever. It didn't work out. For some reason, they might have felt like chemistry is something you could find with everybody. Like, it's just there. Like, you know, it's that simple. No, it's not. But, you know, on a side note, with this connection and also your life, there is an element of freeing yourself and taking control of your life, making decisions. Didn't we say that like time passes, time passes, time passes, time can pass, time can pass, time can pass. And you're not in control of your life as you allow this time to just keep passing like that. You have to be very intentional about where you're going. I feel like this person wants to make some kind of concrete plan with you. How do you feel about this, though? Whoa. How do you... Okay, well, first of all, that was the Two of Cups. Hold on. How do you feel about this? Hold on. How do you feel... Okay, hold on. Let me shuffle. There's the Lover's card. How do you feel about this? This is too many, but I'm gonna take it. You feel like it's impulsive. You feel like this person, every time they have some kind of feelings out of nowhere, now they want to share it with you. They're thinking with their rod, so to say, not with their mind, not with their heart. When they're out here, Six of Cups, trying to reconcile with you. The Six of Cups is a reconciliation. The Knight of Swords is very impulsive, though. You feel like, okay, well, thanks for telling me, but I don't really trust that this is real. Like, well, maybe you're lonely, so you're lonely right now, and all of a sudden you're gonna come back and talk to me about this shit. You know? That's how you feel. Because they're coming forward to you, like the King of Rods is the King of Wands, like, is very intentional with what they want, what they say. Like, they're coming through with a lot of passion. But you feel like you don't trust it. You feel like it's impulsive. Let's get something from here. My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually, we're always united, for love transcends space and time. I'm telling you, friendship. Nurture the bonds of your friendship within your relationship, and your love life will dramatically improve. I think that you might not... This person's going to come forward and tell you that you are their beloved, okay? That though you're not together, literally, and that you're apart, that they feel like spiritually there's chemistry that's always going to keep you guys together and united, no matter how much time and space, and nothing, like, it's not going to change. Like, they're throwing this on you, and you almost feel like, I wish that you weren't, okay? Because there's an element of like, this not being possible right now, right? So they're kind of throwing it at you like, listen, I would be with you right now. I would make a plan with you right now, but I just want to let you know that I'm going to love you forever, kind of thing. So live your life if you want to, but I want to be with you, but this isn't going to change. I notice that time passes, love transcends space and time, and nothing changes here. Nothing is missing. That's what I channeled before. That it's like, this is somebody that tried to act like this doesn't exist, but the moment they see your picture, the moment that they speak to you for like literally 2 seconds, that chemistry doesn't go away. And they ignore it like it's nothing, or like they have an issue, but you know, you can't ignore those things. You're gonna wanna tell them that maybe like we could just be friends. Or maybe that's what's possible right now. Because I don't feel like you had such a great friendship with this person anyway, because you had a lot of things in your past to have to release. So there may be an element here of you agreeing to just being friends with this person. But little do you know that through that friendship, it blossoms into love anyway. It says here, imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Hold on. What's this? A message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light, and I love you. So obviously there's an element of like this person not communicating. There's an element of space here. Like, I'm thinking of you, even though we're not together physically, you know? And here we go, forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine, you know? So Spirit is actually urging you to forgive this person. I know. It's hard. It's a human thing. It's in the Bible even. Like, it's hard for us, but it's God energy. Just try to communicate. You don't have to. That's what I'm saying. This is stupid energy. I know. I get into it all the time. I suffer with anxiety. It's horrible. I wish it didn't exist, you know? Because it's such a waste of precious energy that we have, but we can't control it. So when I say these things about this card, I'm not judging you, because I suffer from that. And it has crippled me for a very long time, my whole life. With a lot of things. And I'm like, I'm very high functioning, but it affects me with everything. Right? So I know that, but it's still a waste of energy, anxiety. They want you to try to drop it with this person. You don't need to, when they say this to you all of a sudden, come and give them everything, be in a relationship right away. You might decide not even to do that. Maybe the lesson here is coming to a place where you can both learn to forgive people, including each other, because you probably both struggle with that. So the simple fact that you can even have a friendship with this person, even though you went through whatever you went through, is a test. It's actually a big part in your journeys to see how much you've grown and have learned. Because the essence of not being able to forgive situations, people and things, in general, is what actually affected your ability to connect in the first place with this person and other people. So I feel like the divine put this person in your path in order to learn that lesson. So you might hear them out, knowing you might have had a mentality in the past where it's like all or nothing. Just because somebody tells you that they love you and they always will love you doesn't mean that you have to have anxiety, get stuck in this energy, like, I don't know what to do now. You feel, that's what we were saying, like that feeling of obligation, like, what does this mean? Do I have to like agree to be in the relationship with them now? Like, what do I do? I know. You could still agree, say like, take this information in, but by honoring yourself first, what is right for you right now? Can you still be in a friendship with them? Not one that's like with benefits and stuff. I don't believe in that shit. I mean, like, with distance, do what's best for you. Like, are you able to still be cordial with them while still honoring what you need right now? Like, okay, I'm gonna take this information and thanks for letting me know I care about you too, whatever. But I have to still explore. I still gotta get my life together, whatever. Can you still honor love and friendship at the same time, but also honor yourself? Can you forgive? Or do you feel like you have to make this person pay for everything that they've ever done, and vice versa? You know, like, maybe you should just let it go. I know it sucks with it, whatever, but just by allowing it to affect you so much, you're actually affecting your own life. You're allowing their demons to continue to affect your life by like hating them for all the things that they did. Those are their demons, not your demons. Those are not your demons. You allow their dark entities and all the things that cause them to act the way they do to cling to your space and continue to affect you and put you in this Nine of Swords energy. You don't deserve that shit. So that's where forgiveness, that's the power of forgiveness. Dark entities are allergic to forgiveness. By you embodying that energy, they can't cling to you. It doesn't matter what they did. You forgive. You have that light in your heart space. They cannot suck the energy out of you anymore, like leeches. These dark entities, which were theirs. Those dark entities cling to people, make them do bad things, hurt other people, so that then they could lower your vibration to then cling on to you by keeping you sad, keeping you upset, keeping you angry. That's what they want. Don't give those entities that power. I know. So the divine wants you to forgive them. Hear them out when they say these things. It's fine. But maybe in the past you were very compulsive, right? Where like the moment this person said they feel like you want it to be like a freaking marriage right away, okay? Or you feel like it has to be something like you can't just, there's no in between. It doesn't have to be that way. Don't confuse this message with allowing people to say, oh, let's go with the flow. We don't have to be in a relationship right now. Why are you pushing it? No, that's someone taking advantage of you. That's not what I mean. What I mean is you could just forgive this person, you know, set your boundaries wherever they need to be for wherever you are in your life, whatever makes sense for you. Maybe they don't even live close to you for all you know, like maybe it's someone from back home and you live in another country. I gave that example because, like, for example, I live in another country. Let's say this was happening to me and the person lives in Jersey or something. Like, I can't be with you anyway. Like, so, like, thanks for letting me know. Like, we can talk here and there, but, you don't have to lose sleep over it every night. You also don't have to allow it to become like one of those weird relationships that's going to stop you from meeting other people, etc. You can just accept the information, take it in. But I want you to know, I just heard that Sia song in my head again. Why? This is like the second time on this channel the song has come into mind, and I don't want to sing it. But when that happens, there's a message in the words. It's called Snowman by Sia. Snowman. It goes, I want you to know that I'm never leaving, 'cause I miss the snow till death will be freezing. Now you are my home for all seasons. So come on, let's go below zero and hide from the sun. Na, na, I love you forever. Na, 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 na. It's about them both having a cold heart somehow, but loving each other forever, whatever. However, in her real life, I think when she wrote that song, she was with Shia. And she spoke about openly, was like, he's like a full-blown like narcissist that has fucked up the lives of everyone he's ever dated. And he also has intense addictions. But by default, when people are in the peak of addictions, like substances, and this might relate to you, or drug use or something like that, by default they become narcissistic because it's all about that drug. It's all about them, and they might not even, they're not aware of it while they're under the influence. And let's say this person became clean or dropped some kind of an addiction, they wake up from that behavior. You know? They wake up from that behavior. You could ruin your own life and the life of others when you're under the influence. This might be something like that. This person was maybe drinking a lot or doing something by default. That anything that has to do with addiction makes you a selfish person. I'm saying though, at the very least, a friendship is gonna be born here between you and this person, but I'm telling you that they fucking love you. And that's not what they really want. So what happens from here is gonna be dependent on you. Let me confirm that. Whoa! Well, that was the star card, which is hope, healing, and faith, but look what's at the bottom. Yes, it's not broken. I had to put stickies on them because YouTube now demonetizes for animated nudity, even though they're literally Adam and Eve. The lovers. I feel like this is your soulmate. Like this is, or a twin flame, or you have some kind of connection. Like somehow you guys are always gonna be in each other's lives. But this person wants to end up together. This is what's actually fell. I don't know why I put it back. Because you want to put this person back, is what I'm saying. Like you saw, that was so intuitive, and look what was after it. I just put that shit back for no reason. It wasn't even a group. I usually put it back when it's like more than one card, but it was just one. See, because the Knight of Pentacles is very slow moving. That's why, look, with the star card here. So like, this might be, again, a relationship that might form after you learn your lesson. I think the lesson has to do with being able to honor friendships and stuff, and not having to be all or nothing, not being compulsive about it, putting yourself first, putting boundaries, etc. The Knight of Pentacles is very slow, like a slow building of trust, slow building connection, but then it ends up solid as hell. Look at them, look at the muscle there. Like that's power. You're holding that cup. Like at this point, like your cup of love is so strong because it's been built slowly over time. Like the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight, but you know, he's my favorite knight because we have the Knight of Swords, right? Which is when this person comes forward with a communication. It's great. It's like everything you want to hear, but it's so impulsive and fast that like you don't know. And that's what this feels like to me. But the Knight of Pentacles is deceiving because it's like you're like so slow on a grandpa horse going slow as hell, but you better believe that when this person gets to the finish line, they're going to appreciate that finish line so much more because of all of the effort and time it took to even get there in the first place. What the fuck? Dude, I just tripped out right now. Oh, I didn't like that. Wait, what the fuck? Sorry. That was a really natural reaction. I just saw a figure of a tall ass man. It was a spirit to my left in my entrance. what is that called? Is that called a mud room? Whatever, where you walk into the door and you put your shoes and whatnot, and purses or whatever. Dude, that just, but I didn't like, that didn't give me a good feeling. What the fuck? No, but like it gave me like a dizziness. It was a figure of a man. The man was like 7 feet tall. Usually when I see them tall like that though, they're angels. No, but that one didn't give me a good vibe. So I'm gonna ask you to leave my space. If you're not in the light, I'm gonna have to do some clearing up in here. What the fuck was that? Dude, it was a foreign entity. I don't know if it was bad or good. It was just foreign to me. And usually I can pick up on the energy. Dude, it was tall as, it was a man. I just saw it. I swear you're gonna think I'm a psychopath. I just saw it. And it like gave me like a little bit of anxiety because you know, it's like, I don't know if this has ever happened to, if you're a seer, that's ever happened to you, but for like a split second you don't know if it's real or fake, so you like kind of jump, and it scares you because the first thing your mind goes to is like, there's an intruder. Who the fuck is that? I just saw it was like a man. He was just there, like almost like he was taking his shoes off. Maybe someone that used to live here. Well, he needs to get out. You're not welcome here. Sorry, I didn't like his energy because it's not. He doesn't belong here. Probably a spirit that needs help. That happens sometimes. You gotta guide them to the light. It's a man. It's a man. I have to guide him to the light. That happens. It's that energy, feels lost. Scared the fuck out of me. I'll be all right. Anyway, okay, sorry. The Knight of Pentacles is very slow, but very certain. Listen, at the very least, this is a friend you're gonna have in your life for a very long time. Someone you're gonna have in your life for a very long time. But the Lover's card is here in the Ten of Cups, so who the fuck am I kidding? That's a relationship. Sorry. I'm telling you. Somebody wants a relationship. I feel like it's gonna happen anyway. Let me see. In time, the universe is helping you look for synchronistic events around you. This is gonna happen in time. It literally says time. Okay, but you know what? Now we're going back. Now we're up into a holiday. This could be happening. Something could be happening during the holidays. I did like suddenly start mentioning when I started talking about time in the beginning of the reading, I started talking about Thanksgiving and then Christmas. So sometimes I channel things like, but it says very soon. Sometimes I channel things and like, dude, I saw the man again. What do you want? I don't think he knows he's dead. It's one of those spirits. Okay, I'm sorry this is happening. This happens. But it's happening while I'm recording, which is crazy to me. It's like walking, I saw it again, but it's like doing like normal like house shit. Like, you know, like when you're just home. It was just like looking at me and taking off shoes. I had clothes on. Okay. I hope you don't think I'm crazy. This happened to me since I was a child. I know how to take care of it though. Listen. This is fucking crazy, but look. Very soon, it says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And then the focus says you're in need of a clear direction. Decide what you want in life. Holidays, time to go on that holiday you've been dreaming about or live life. Time, the universe is helping you look for synchronistic events around you. Besides this love reading, obviously, there is a need to make clear decisions and directions. I told you that they were emphasizing that. And make sure you have it down by Christmas. Please, they're telling you, especially with the astrology, that's what they're saying. And like, they're like shaking spirits, like, you need to make a plan, a budget, whatever, by Christmas, if you want any of this to manifest or whatever the hell you're trying to manifest. Because if you don't, you're just gonna go through the same cycle. I'm telling you right now. You gotta make a clear decision. This is also somebody who's gonna say this to you, but by holiday time this year, they're gonna come with you again and tell you, listen, I know we've been friends, but I want this to be more. I want to like decide, like, oh, do you want to do this or not? They're going to keep bringing it up to you. Okay? I'm telling you, they're going to want to focus. They're going to want to make an actual plan with you. Yes. They're going to want to create they're going to communicate with you. Again, look, communicate, create, that they want to build something with you and like make it like real. You know what I'm saying? 100%. All right, I'm going to leave this here for whoever this is for. But this communication is happening soon, the beginnings of it. But remember, you have free will, honey. They want you to open your heart. This is the Lover's card. This is the Lover's card. Actually, in this deck, Angel Tarot. Something, I forgot what's this called again, this deck? I always forget. Tarot of Angels, something, Angel Message Tarot, something like that. I don't know why I was blank out. This is the Lover's card in this deck. It's called, they renamed them. It says, but it's still the Lover's card. Open your heart. Allow love to grow and bloom all around you. You've waited for this emotionally fulfilling experience for such a long time. And now the time has come. Make your choices. Oh my God, the choices. Make your choices by listening to your heart and then following the steps you're guided to take. Joy will lead you to a vibrant and healthy life. This is in regards to love. Not just love, but life. Like, for real. Yes. What? The way that this just like fell out like that, did you see that? I'm gonna have to read it. This is the Five of Pentacles, which is the energy of lack. Five of Abundance, Five of Pentacles. There are times when everyone needs a hand. Your angels want you to know that you needn't go through your current, you needn't, which means need not, but who says needn't? We don't say that. Need not go through your current challenges alone. Accept the help of those around you. The situation you're experiencing is temporary. This may not be the right time to become self-employed. Be patient. All right, so you might be having some kind of financial issues. This person might be having some kind of financial issues. There's some kind of energy of lack here. They want you to know that this is temporary, though. Make a plan to get out of the situation that you're in so that you can manifest some kind of different experience with this person and by yourself. But make a plan, and it's gonna be fine. It's gonna work out. It's gonna work out. It's gonna work out. I'm telling you, though. Somebody loves the shit out of you. I just keep hearing. I feel their energy. It's like, I don't think they're ever gonna stop loving you, to be honest. I'm telling you that. What does this say? See, beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in one another are qualities you both possess equally so. The qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. You and this person are very similar, okay? So if you had issues in the past, you were both projecting your same bullshit, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's the crazy part. That's crazy, but that's what a twin flame is, right? Yeah. But that's also the message, what we were saying about, look, see, wait, look. That's also, wow, that's also what we were talking about in regards to the forgiveness. About forgiveness. That you don't even realize that not forgiving this person, not allowing them, like, just affects you. It just hurts you. It really does just hurt you. But then it says here, there's an element of wait. It says, wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. And trust. Transformation occurs through, trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. That's powerful. That's what we were saying. Like, if you just hear them out and if you can let go of that obsessive tendency, like this, all right, you told me, but I have to it's all or nothing, or I can't just talk to you. You can't just be my friend and have feelings for me and whatever, and it has to be this, and you're not being this, like, whatever. I know you have feelings for me. We can't be together right now, or we can be together right now, whatever. But you have power, or I cannot, because I'm doing this in my life. I got to create this. I have a plan. Like, don't let this affect your life path right now. Trust me, whatever's meant for you is not going to affect your life path. You got to do you, honey, and they will fit like a puzzle when the time is right. They'll be there. I promise you. Don't let it deter you from your path and your goals. That's what they're saying with this, though. Like, please do not allow this to stop you from your goals. And I'm telling you, once you just accept it for what it is and allow them to, whatever, you could be my friend, I could be your friend, whatever, right now it's not possible, whatever you decide, or even decide to have a relationship, but like, however you decide to go about this, not rushing and just accepting it, it says automatically, it just automatically transforms this into something that you don't even see possible right now. And but you do have to focus, though. The divine wants you to keep focus on your current challenges. There's challenges, and the challenges are only happening so that you can realize that their change needs to be made, and a plan. Okay? And I'm gonna leave it here. Love and light, you guys.